Righty. So when it comes to the reasons why people use offensive language, I think it boils down to three particular things. The first one being the most obvious is that they have a lack of knowledge about these specific offensive terms. And in addition to that, I think that people are naive, even when they know or are knowledgeable about the terms to a certain extent. They are naive and they don't really understand the effects that it may have on a particular person or group of people. The second reason I think people use offensive terms and language is due to, have a defense mechanism built up. So they use it in a way to defend or protect themselves from something or someone. And for them, that justifies, using that language because it's protecting them from whatever it is that they believe may cause harm. And the third reason I believe people use offensive terms and language is to gain power or control in a situation. Now, realistically speaking, this person may not have power or control, and using such terms that are offensive to others actually makes them feel as if they are. So whatever they can do to, or say, whatever they can say specifically that may give them that boost of confidence. For example, use profanity in a situation. Someone may feel like because I'm using more profanity than someone else, oh, I have, a better sense of control, and I'm taking over this. I'm winning in this instance. So those are the three reasons I believe. It's for a lack of knowledge and a sense of being naive, and also for a defense mechanism, and also for as like a power struggle, in a struggle or fight for control. Now, as a counselor, I think we all have responsibility to actually stay informed about specific terms and things that are considered offensive to different populations and different people. Um, I I think being knowledgeable makes us more aware, and I think we all know that we have to be aware about these terms. When it comes to being able to prevent, I don't want to say that we could necessarily prevent it in all circumstances because people have the free will and control. I mean, and power. Excuse me. They have free will to do what they would like to do. But I will say, when it comes to myself, I can prevent it by being more knowledgeable about different people and by respecting that individual and by just taking things for what they are, not trying to gain any kind of control or power, and not trying to necessarily shield myself because as a counselor, you know, I don't think I should necessarily shield myself or build up a defense to my client. And also, because I'll have the knowledge, I won't have to use defensive terms, and I hopefully won't do it even unconsciously. I know that is a possibility that you could do it in a way that is that's unconscious to you, and that is something that as counselors and our colleagues we can kind of help each other with and pay it forward or pay it backwards by not only when I found out something or when I see someone, hey, that this is what you've done and I think maybe you could work on this, I can kind of help each other. And I think this is why classes like these and sessions like this, video chats like this, is actually helpful, because when we see ourselves doing something that we are not, or when our colleagues see us doing something that we are not aware of ourselves, they can bring it to our attention. So that's one way that we can prevent it. And I think as counselors, that is our responsibility as well. Um, Kind of making sure that we are following ethical guidelines, and just, knowledge is key. And knowledge can result in prevention, but I think the circumstances um, will vary and are determined by certain factors. So that's my take on why people use offensive terms and what our responsibility is as a counselor. I hope it was clear and understandable, and thank you for listening.